But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 124 of the Planet Destiny podcast. The one where there's nothing to talk about because the Destiny 2 beta still hasn't come out.
Yeah.
We're still waiting.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that beta.
Man. It feels like so long. It feels like it's already been, has it almost been half of the time between Destiny 2 was revealed, announced, we first saw that image, to September. Is it almost halfway? I don't know. Are we still coming up on the halfway point? Because it feels like it's been a year.
Yeah, like, what,
you just
2.5 months?
Don't look at the calendar. You're only going to make it worse.
I don't look at any calendar. I miss a lot of appointments, but I'm just like, I don't want to be reminded of Destiny 2 still taking 4 months to be here.
The time is crawling.
Yeah.
I DM'd Bones the other day. I was like, do you remember back in Thanksgiving when we went to the D2 reveal? He was like, bro, that was like a month ago. I was like, oh god.
Back in Thanksgiving.
Oh no.
I feel like Walt Disney. I've just sealed myself in carbonite and they're waking me up. Is Destiny 2 out yet? No, put me back. Put me back. Send me back to sleep.
I didn't want to wake up.
Oh gosh.
Oh jeepers.
But
yeah.
What have you guys been doing in the meantime? Just chilling, sitting around?
I played raids for 10.5 hours yesterday.
You did do that.
How did that go?
It went great. I don't know why I did it. My wife wasn't home, and I was just like, I'm gonna play a raid today, and then I was like, I guess I'll play another and another and another. And then it just kept happening. Yes,
I guess I'll do all of them again.
I did enjoy it. Well, I enjoyed it because it's Crota this week. So like, if you get two really competent people, like I had on the team, then they can basically do all of the work in Crota by themselves, and then you just run around and do whatever you want the whole time. So it was fun for me for that little bit of time,
You know, when you say do whatever you want, what did that entail? That sounds quite interesting. What did you want to do?
What did I want to do?
He sat there and painted his beard because Mega's beard is pink. For anyone who's not watching the video version of this, his face is pink, and we don't know why.
It doesn't transfer well because of the lighting. It's more of a magenta, but it looks red in the lighting. But it's pink because we hit 3,000 followers on the Husky Raid Twitch, and I said I'd dye my face pink when that happened. So yay for me.
And in 2 weeks, it's going to be ginger.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Quite the process. Anybody out there who's ever thought about dyeing your beard, don't. It's miserable.
I was thinking about it. I don't know. There were a couple complications on my paper plan, but
you're gonna have a beard in a week from now because at Guardian Con
he's gonna dye Pope's beard.
I'm gonna dye Pope's beard on my face. Ew, how gross can we get?
Still gross.
It's gonna get still nasty.
It's already one of the grossest things I've heard of.
I'm gonna put on Pope's beard, and then shortly after, I'm gonna put on a T-shirt that he used to work out at the gym and didn't wash for a week or something. How far can we go?
Not good.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay.
Well, it's just living my fantasy right now. That close.
Living
that
the dream,
close
baby.
to Pope's sweet beard and sweat. Oh yeah.
Closer than anyone deserves to be. So what's the process of dyeing
a
your
beard? Well, you have to bleach it first, which is the part that I don't recommend.
No.
Because I don't know if anyone of you have ever dyed your hair with peroxide. Yeah, bleach. It says specifically on it to like keep it away from your face and stuff like that.
Do that.
And I'm like, all right, I'm just
bottle.
gonna lather it on. As soon as my wife put it on my face, my eyes immediately teared up. I started to like cry because this is poison, and I'm just breathing in, and my lungs burn on every breath, and I'm like, how long do I have to keep this on? It's like 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So it's like I'm like trying to like move my head away to like get a breath, but I can't. It's like my natural instinct's like, oh, this smells. Oh, it's on my face. I can't move away.
Can't get away.
So yeah,
did you stay off so that the air you were sucking in was at least like 12 inches
I'm
away
not
from
that
your
smart,
face?
Bones, so no. Instead, I just got a good buzz, all right? That's what I did.
There may be some kind of lawsuit pending because between last week's podcast and today, Mega kind of forgot how to do math, so...
Yeah, that's fine. I did. I put down episode 11. That's what we're on, right? We've done how many of these?
That works.
That's about right.
And then I had to bleach it twice because my beard's too dark. So it's like I got done with it once, and then it was like, all right, let's add some more bleach onto this. Yeah, right away.
Send me the clip notes on that later. I was working on getting a pink happy trail later in the
Oh, good.
We'll compare notes. Swap.
Landing strip. Yeah, I
was expecting a video how to dye your beard.
That should have been a vlog.
Let's just continue this nothing to do with Destiny topic and dive a little further. I learned how to dye it by looking up a video called How to Dye Your Beard. And it's the most incredible YouTube video I've ever watched in my life, is all I can say. This man, this man goes through the bleaching process like 3 times on his beard, and he goes super in detail, and like it's like different. It takes him like 2 weeks to do it, and it's like just random times as if he pulled up in his phone. He's like, all right, here you can see I'm bleaching my beard again, and there's like someone passed out in the background during one of them, like on the ground.
Too much peroxide.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much.
And then he goes through all that bleaching process, and then after that, he's just like, and as you can see, now my beard's pink. He never goes over the dyeing part. He only goes over the bleaching part. It's like, you bastard.
How to draw an owl. Step 1, draw 2 circles. Step 2, draw the rest of the fucking owl.
Yeah.
There you go.
So thank you, kind sir, with your random YouTube video with like 10,000 views, because there are more of us out there that wanted to dye our beards. You're a legend, and I salute you.
And you didn't like his video, $10.
Did not like, comment, or subscribe. I'm a bad person.
Bad person.
He didn't tell me to. He didn't tell me to.
You gotta remind
I didn't know what to do.
At the very beginning, you gotta say, make sure you smash that like button.
Smash it.
Destroy that notification bell.
Man, I sure wish there was some way I could show my appreciation for this video, but I got nothing, and I just clicked off of it, and that was it.
Well, you don't want to do something if they don't say it, because you don't know if they really want you to, and you're just like, does he not? Like, maybe he doesn't want likes.
Maybe he doesn't
exactly.
want.
So.
Sick of all these people subbing to my YouTube channel.
I wonder if people who do beard YouTube channels, or like beard tips videos, have any words that automatically demonetize their content. You know, like knives, razors, things like that. You know,
getting deep into the YouTube stuff in this episode. I see. The YouTube SEO. How do they optimize their beard SEO?
Your video was flagged for shaving cream.
Yes. Cutthroat razor, terrorism. Changes the category. But yeah.
Oh my.
We did have some Destiny related news, didn't we? It's only been 10 minutes before Destiny related
before we talk about Destiny
been mentioned.
Yeah.
We did. We had a twab, didn't we? T-wab.
We did have a twab.
The old T-wab.
T-wab. We did have one this week, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and it was focused.
Moving
it wasn't very meaty, but we had one. Yeah.
It had things.
It's kind of like a granola bar, you know?
Yeah, just talking a bit about some of the veteran rewards that legacy players are going to be getting in Destiny 2. Specifically, we're getting a look at emblems and stuff that you're going to be getting if you've completed certain challenges in the game right now. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of information there. They mostly focused on the emblems. We did get some. I saw some people who were a little bit worried, like, this is all we're getting. Well, you're not owed anything, but yeah.
Yeah.
But Deej did state
from the brand new game with multiple years of content, yeah, that's all you're getting.
Yeah, that's all you're getting. That's all you got, kid. But no, Deej did state that there's more stuff for veteran players, but they want to leave that as a surprise for when Destiny 2 comes in. So before we get into this, I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, there's more.
So there's going to be like emblems. 2 little Easter eggs, and that'll be it. And so
it'll be like a sparrow or something.
Billy Mays here with some brand new Destiny 2 legacy engrams. But wait, there's more.
There's more. God rest his soul. All right, God rest Billy Mays'
His
soul.
ghost just hasn't found him yet.
Or one after Billy Mays. But yeah, they look kind of cool. I think they look great.
I don't know. The emblems are like really long and skinny now, right? That's what I saw. Like
they stretch across the whole.
Yeah,
the emblems themselves are not long and skinny.
Well,
you still see the emblems in their normal size if you're in orbit with other people.
Yeah.
I got whatever this stretch across the screen thing is.
That's for your UI, for your inventory screen.
Yeah, it's a nice little like it's like picking a different theme on Chrome.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like it.
We like our design list.
You got the emblem in the top corner, the way it always is, and then
I just want default. All right,
screen.
default. I'm gonna go. All right,
I'm gonna I'm going on to Twitter and I'm tweeting at Bungie that they fucking suck and they ruined the game. All right, I'm doing it.
No, you don't say that. You should just tweet at Bungie and say, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Every time something happens, we're gonna do that.
Link the picture that Deej had in the blog and just say, I don't like it.
I feel like they almost would react differently. Like if some troll is just like, Bungie, why do you hate gamers? They're like, ignore, moving on. But if someone's just like, I don't like that, and they're like,
wait, what?
Immediately Cosmo and Deej.
They open the tweet because they're like, is there like a history here? Like
this guy just said he didn't like it.
There's no tweet history. He just says he didn't like it. Like,
why doesn't he like it?
That could be the
he's not even
biggest
upset.
meme
He seems
in the
rational
world.
about it. Did we do something wrong? I don't understand.
Now they're digging through Mega's tweet history to try and figure out what it is he's referring to.
He seems to be in love with this Fallout Plays guy. He's always tweeting at him. I don't
I just got
understand.
this mental image in my head of like astronauts standing at this monolith on the moon that's just appeared and it hands on hips. I don't like it.
I don't
I don't
like
like
it.
it. I don't like it. Aliens up above them. What about it did they like? Did the carvings?
What do you mean?
Yeah, so.
But yeah, so we gotta
Emblems.
look.
How do we get these
gotta look at
emblems?
the-
What are the criteria for being eligible for the emblems?
So we got 7 of them. And what I thought was really interesting about this is they are going to be fairly exclusive for some of these emblems. If you came into Destiny at certain periods of time, you might not have access to some of them because they are legacy rewards. There's an emblem in there called the Laurel Triumphant that's only possible to get if you played Destiny during its very first year. I think that actually the first 2 emblems are restricted to that. And I both think that's kind of cool and kind of sad because, of course, there's some people out there who are going to be like, oh, well, I want to get that emblem. And on the other hand, it's like, oh, well, that's neat. They're kind of recognizing the time that you put in and that you've literally been there since the very start of this game. And I don't know, it's just an interesting dichotomy, although, of course, there's nothing really to worry about. It's cosmetic stuff, so it's not like it really matters. But you guys want to go through them real quick?
Yeah.
I was also going to say, don't feel too bad that you missed out on running through the rocket yard for an hour if you want to level up one node of your gun. You're okay if you kind of came in a couple months after that whole thing.
And that's only half of it. Running through the rocket yard, you had to complete bounties. You had to actually collect planetary materials. You needed tons and tons of glimmer per upgrade node. Oh my god, leveling up weapons and armor in year 1 was a nightmare.
I just
Remember Vanguard
I just
and Crucible
didn't level
marks?
them
Yes.
up.
Yeah, Vanguard and Crucible. Remember, every single class had their own armor upgrade materials.
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, it's like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. No,
Hey,
I
you know what,
legitimately
Bungie?
just wouldn't level guns up back then. I just
didn't
feel
like
like,
it.
nope, it's not worth it.
I don't like
And
it.
there was a great Reddit post like a week or a month after they made that big change where you could buy material at the tower. I think it was like a month later.
Yeah.
And I just went onto Destiny the Game subreddit and like the top post was like, did you guys know that like there's materials lying around out in the patrol? You don't need to buy these.
You don't have to buy
It
them.
was fucking brilliant, dude. Brilliant. Oh man. Good times. Good memories.
But you guys want to go
That
through the
person went
7
and found the
emblems?
voice in the cave, and they were like, "Oh my god,
Guys,
Guys, I think I found a new raid secret. It said 1 million.
what does it mean?
Oh, it's cute. It's cute every
But
time.
all right. These things are called the Destiny 2 memorialization emblems, and they start like this. First up, we've got the Laurel Triumphant, and the challenge you have to complete to get that is you need to have completed a moment of triumph during Destiny's first year. If you remember, sometime in House of Wolves, they gave us our initial moments of triumph, and it was like, complete Vault of Glass, complete a strike. It was a long time ago when those came up, but basically, if you played
Did it have
Destiny in
going
year 1,
flawless on it?
No.
I don't think it did.
No.
I
They
don't, I
had
don't
collect
think
the. I think you had to collect all the golden chests.
Yes.
Yeah, that
it,
was
yeah,
on
the
there.
golden
Yeah.
chests on all the
Kill
planets.
Atheon on hard, kill Crota on hard.
Yeah.
There's quite a bunch of stuff. I mean, they really did elaborate it in year 2, but like,
and Skolas.
yes,
Oh man, that
hard.
guy.
On hard.
On hard.
difficulty, Yeah.
Douche.
Oh yeah, I did that 2 hours before the Taken King came out.
Good man. Got it.
Yeah,
Jones was
done.
like trying to beat the clock like an action movie or something.
Hitting up
Well, I had-
LFG. I need to.
I had
I
already
need to clear
done it.
Skolas.
but I deleted.
The
I
character.
deleted the hunter that had done it, and it wasn't account based. And like I reset characters all the time back in the day. Slowly stopped doing that because there was more and more content that you'd have to redo. but yeah, I deleted like one of my year 1 Guardians, and I was like, oh no, that one was on that. So I'm just sitting there like, I guess I don't need that emblem. And I see someone on my friends list, and I'm like highlighting people, and I see him. Like he was in like, it just said like Prison of Elders, and like him and another guy, and I was like, hey, are you guys doing Skolas? And he was like, no. Do you need help though? And I'm just like, please. And this guy Jeffrey was just like really, really good in Crucible or PvE. I mean, like top 200 in trials pretty often, and we beat Skolas on hard in like 35 minutes, and I'm just like trying to catch up.
Amazing.
Like I'm pretty good, but these guys just smoked it. And yeah, literally like 2 hours later, I played Taken King. I was very happy. So shout out to Jeff for getting me that emblem.
We'll always remember you, Jeff.
Homie. All right, the next one is the Laria Prima 2. And for this one, you need to have completed all 10 moments of triumph during Destiny's first year. So for the first one, you only needed to complete 1 moment of triumph. For the second one, you have to have completed all of the moments of triumph for Destiny in year 1, which, like we just said, had stuff like beat Skolas, beat Athian, beat Crota, and all that noise. If you came into Destiny after that, or you didn't complete that in year 1, you're not going to be able to get those. Because you had to have completed it during that time period. So those 2 emblems are restricted to year 1 players. After that, we've got the Slayer of Oryx, and for that one, you need to have owned the Taken King and completed a moment of triumph during Destiny's second year. So, there you go for that one. Heard the Call is after that, where you need to have owned the Taken King and completed all 8 moments of triumph during the second year. Then we've got Young Wolf, which is a little bit more accessible. This is the Rise of Iron stuff, where you need to have owned the Rise of Iron and reached rank 2 in the Age of Triumph record book. Now, it's worth noting that for this one and all the ones after it, you have until August 1st to complete these challenges to be eligible for these emblems.
That's right.
Everything from Young Wolf on. After that, we've got Saladin's Pride, where you need to have owned Rise of Iron and reached rank 7 in the Age of Triumph record book. That'll also give you access to the special shirt in the Bungie store. And then finally, we have got Lore Scholar, where you need to have achieved a Grimoire score of over 5,000. Just no Mega? No on
Not
that
even
one?
close. Not
Big
even
Mega
close.
story.
I've never
Boy.
looked for a dead ghost in my life. Not even close to getting that.
You and me both.
Gotta go get him.
I've done all that. I've done
Only
all
got
that
till
long
August
time
1st.
ago. The thing
I know,
Same
right?
here.
do you know? I think the thing I remember about going through all that Grimoire was having to get 5,000 sidearm kills when sidearms were released, and I found
It took a while.
I googled a spot for it and all this kind of thing, and it took quite some time. But I remember all of that farming for Grimoire because everything must be completed. Everything. Got to collect everything.
It's obvious that in the world of Destiny, the size of your E-Peen is directly proportional to your Grimoire score.
Yeah, exactly.
Yup.
If you ain't under 5K.
Yeah.
And you're
So it's accurate to real life too. Gotcha.
Accurate to real life.
I am well
But
under
yeah.
5K, boys. Well under.
I tell you what I enjoyed
think I
the
have-
most about doing it was the 100 Rumble games, because before I never even
man.
touched Rumble. I didn't really know that it existed. So playing 100 wins in Rumble, that was probably the most enjoyable part of it.
It's a fun game mode.
Yeah, taught me a lot.
What are you trying to say, Link?
Stop saying Rumble.
Yeah,
is fun.
Rumble. Well, it's a fun
Yeah,
game
it is
mode.
fun. Yeah, story's gonna fit right in D2 if you didn't know Rumble existed. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey, rest its soul, right?
Yeah, God rest
Rip.
its soul.
Pour it out.
Everybody.
they'll bring it back. They'll bring
They
Rumble
probably-
I hope so.
back.
I hope
I
so.
don't want us to say things like that anymore because every time we say we're sure something will happen, it doesn't happen. I don't like it.
I
Here,
beg to differ.
first
We've
on the
been
Planet
quite-
Destiny podcast.
We've been correct.
Mega Mag, which confirms Rumble
Yeah.
to drop
Coming
with
back.
D2.
It'll be 60 frames per second on console. It was the legacy consoles holding it back. It'll be fine.
They'll have beards.
And all the shenanigans,
Definitely have beards.
and all the shenanigans that are going on between now and the release of D2 in terms of like, oh yeah, there's no Rumble or whatever. Just remember these 2 words: at launch.
Yeah.
It's not available at launch, but that doesn't mean that it can't get added in later.
Yes.
I want to make sure that people remember that.
Here's
Or you
hoping.
can remember these 2 words: hates gamers.
Yes.
Third word, Bungie.
Bungie.
Before that, there's your answer, Fallout. Stop trying to feed these people
Last
lies.
name hates gamers.
Obviously.
First name Bungie. That's right.
Yeah, you almost turned into Daddy Fat Snaps right there. Keep that
About to
going.
get into
I
it.
got you,
I can
baby.
feel it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that'll eventually happen. I'm so fine with having a nice base layer and not being able to burn through everything. Not that you can burn through Rumble the first week of the game, but I mean, like someone was just asking, like, do you think they're gonna have SRL? And I'm like,
No.
I don't know, but like, and we don't have to worry about it right now because it's not something I need at launch. But maybe they'll think of some other sort of like like sporting competitive event, or I don't know. Maybe there'll be like tank battles. Like maybe that's a mode.
Tank jousting.
We don't know. So
You know?
Heard it here
So
first.
there's-
Bones from the Crucible Radio podcast confirmed.
Confirmed. Combined Arms is now tank battles.
just tank battles, man. I mean, who knows? Maybe that'd be sick.
Tank battles.
But yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. But yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff that could happen, and you know, they always like, you're like, I think this is gonna happen, and then they do it in a slightly different way because they're game designers and we're not. We don't think of it exactly
they're
how they
smarter
do
than
it.
us. They get paid
Yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
Maybe a little. Just a
I'm
wee
like,
bit.
I'm looking
Their
forward to
grimoire
stuff
score is
like,
a little higher.
yeah. Are we still gonna celebrate the dawning? Is there gonna be a different holiday that kind of comes back? Who freaking knows, man?
Yeah.
I want Crimson doubles at launch, or else I turn in my pre-order.
Where is my Queen's Wrath special event? Where is it? I never got the rest of that armor. Where is it?
Gone with the queen, baby. Gone with the queen. All right.
Gone with the
Too
Queen.
soon. Too soon.
I'm sorry. God rest her soul.
God rest her soul. R.I.P.
Keep doing that.
Never forgetty.
There's back on the subject of those emblems. There is a way,
yeah.
isn't there now, of actually checking to see if you've done everything? Is there? I heard.
I mean, for the more recent stuff, of course, it's all tied to the record book. So everything Rise of Iron forward, you can just check with there. For the year one Moments of Triumph, Bungie has a section on their website where you were able to go and look that up. I don't remember where it is though. Not a clue.
I mean,
But I know there is some way to check it.
right. And I suppose if you have the Primea, is it L'Oreal Primea or something emblem from year one? If you have that, that's kind of a bit of a surefire way to know
Your
that
sign,
you've done
yeah.
year one's Moments of Trump, you know?
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
But like I said, for the Rise of Iron ones forward, you have until August 1st to get those done.
That's right.
To have it count
Yeah.
for when you go into Destiny 2. which is,
36 days left.
get her done.
Did
Precious
we talk
on, man.
about the hidden emblems? Did we talk about that?
No, we
There's
didn't.
one. You can get the emblem butter knife. That used to be if you were a Blade Dancer main in year one before they got nerfed. That's a hidden emblem that you can get in D2, right? There's more. I can't remember what they are though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's one titled Don't Blink,
Yeah.
and it's because you can't in Destiny
It's just
2.
Loot Cave Farmer as well. Something to do with that.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
it's called Stand Here.
Yes.
That's good.
But shall we move on a little bit because there's some other stuff we learned about with this TWAB as we called it. So we got some dates for some upcoming Destiny 1 events as well as the end of some Destiny 1 events. So
God
we got
rest their soul.
God rest their
Saying right
soul. Man, there's a lot of rest in peace in this episode.
Really is.
Jeez.
Well, it's called Destiny for a reason, Link. All right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Got
you're right.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a little bit of a heads up on what the calendar for Destiny 1 events is going to look like moving forward. We're getting our next Iron Banner the week of July 4th. Good old Independence Day Iron Banner. King's Fall is also going to be the featured raid that week. And I think most importantly, we got what's basically going to be the final week and weekend of both Iron Banner and Trials of Osiris in Destiny 1. And as I recall, it is August. It's the week of August 1st.
August 1st for Iron
August
Banner.
1st,
August
Iron Banner.
11th for Trials.
That's it. That's it.
And wow, I wasn't expecting those events to end when Destiny 2 came out.
I would have expected Iron Banner maybe to go away, but I just feel like Trials, I just assume that would just, you just turn on the old random map selector and let it go. I don't know.
Or put it on
We talked
rotate
about
like
that
they
the
did.
other week. The trials continuing and going on and stuff like that. Maybe they watched it and thought, oh, no, people are still going to play year one, D1 trials. We need to turn it off, set a date, turn it off.
Some shady Activision suit. Yeah, people are going to still be playing Destiny 1, see? Yeah, if they got that Trials of Osiris. Yeah,
Turn it off, see?
Can't have that.
It's kind of funny because weren't we just talking like last week about like imagining somebody who's still playing like Trials of Osiris on Destiny 1? Yeah. Bungie heard that and they were like, nope.
That's
not happening. That's not going to happen.
Because Trials isn't going to be like, just like with D1, it's not going to be available on launch. It's going to be something that's added later on, building up the hype train, giving people a chance to get their teeth into the new game before showering them with far too many activities to do. So it makes sense to not have, Trials of Osiris still active in D1 because people will still play it. They would still be playing it.
A significant number of people still play it. Hundreds of thousands per weekend still log on for that, which still blows my mind. And
It's crazy.
It does shine an interesting light because they use Deej speak, as I like to call it. He states that August 1st is going to be the final week for Destiny 1 era Iron Banner, and then August 11th is going to be the final week for Destiny 1 era Trials of Osiris, which kind of hints that they're coming back.
I did catch that, yeah.
And I don't think that really surprises anyone, but it's heartening to know that they're probably coming back in Destiny 2.
God, there's been such a game of like telephone going on. I mean, it's much more died down now, but like a couple weeks or months ago or whatever, when we were like getting pieces of information about D2 here and there, and people were like, did you hear there's going to be confirmed no trials in Destiny 2? Yeah, that's not confirmed, and you shouldn't say things like that. Do you honestly think that the most popular game type, like you just look at the Twitch directory, it's like fucking thousands of, like, really? Yeah, they're going to take it away. Sure, yeah. You think that.
Big thing.
And also, like Luke Smith has said that it will return with changes, so why would you think it's gone?
But why check facts, though?
That's a good point.
You're going to have modifiers like melee only, tank only.
Just lots of punches without people dying because it takes 3 now.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't like it.
fusion nades only.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
You know what? That made up game type? I don't like it.
I'm definitely tweeting at Bungie about that one. I don't like that game type that we made up.
Hey, Bungie, you hear what Story said?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Get out of here. You're bothering me.
Yeah, see? We also got word that Xur is not going away. So if you're worried about, your, I don't know, what do people use Xur for nowadays? 3 of coins? Heavy ammo.
My glass needles.
For their addictions.
Maybe?
Yeah.
He's still going to be coming back, so that you don't need to worry about that weekly vendor disappearing when
There's a
Destiny 2
purpose
comes
for why
out.
he's staying, because exclusives are going to be available, and they need to be able to sell them. So that there's a purpose for him staying.
Oh my gosh.
You know?
So they also announced this, and
Hilarious.
Tefty, my boy, I felt so bad for him because he was so mad, and I feel so sorry. Hey, you Xbox players who've been super mad about console exclusives, right? Well, that's not going to be a thing anymore. You're finally going to get those PlayStation exclusive strikes and armor and those exotics that you've been waiting years to get your hands on, but it's going to be in October.
Yeah.
After Destiny 2 comes out.
Whoops.
That one
That's
hurt.
hilarious. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna jump back onto D1, guys. I'll be doing carries through whatever that stupid strike is on PlayStation. I can't remember. Echo Chamber. I'll be doing
Chamber.
Echo Chamber strikes for all you guys who've
Best
never
Vex
played
strike.
it. All right, baby. We got this. That's gonna be my new niche. My new niche on Twitch.
Yeah,
baby.
because a full month after Destiny 2 officially comes out. Well, okay, not a full month. We don't know when in October it's happening. We just know in October
Yeah.
it's
Stop
coming.
spreading misinformation, Link. All right.
spreading
You don't
hateful
know.
He tweeted
PlayStation
October,
lies.
so obviously it's going to be like the end of Halloween night, right?
Yeah.
It'll be the day after Destiny 2 comes out on PC. Oh my god, if that happens.
That'd be fucking awesome.
But yeah, a month after Destiny 2 is coming out, well, at least the next month is when Xbox players will get access to the console exclusives. And,
yeah, it sucks. As someone who began their D1 extravaganza on Xbox,
Someone who abandoned their home.
hey,
Traitor! You were the chosen one. You were meant to destroy the PlayStation boys, not to join them.
oh, are you pre-ordering the D2 beta on Xbox One? But the PlayStation gets it a day earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
And there's more
But,
exclusives
yeah.
coming to
Oh
PlayStation.
my god. You know what?
Yeah.
It fucking stinks. I'm not gonna lie. For all my Xbox homies out there, it really does burn. I mean, if there's one thing I can say, nothing's gonna truly make it better. You know what I mean? 'Cause it does kind of suck. But like, if there's one thing I could say, personally, I feel like we didn't miss out on. There's the only thing I really felt that we missed out on was OG Hawkmoon. That was like the real thing. That was sexy, man. Like
You did.
Yeah.
watching those streams of like people just burning people with that fucking magic Hawkmoon, and then when it finally came to Xbox, like, oh yeah, you have this one. It's made out of cardboard. It doesn't really do that much damage. Just use this one. It's made out of plastic.
Here's this
It's the
Hawkmoon.
3D
And by the
printed
way,
replica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's like a
Here's this
keychain
Hawkmoon.
attachment, but
And by the way, blue right in your
yeah,
face.
have that too.
Have that too.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, there's nothing, Xbox boys. All right, I'm with you. Fallout and I were with you. There's nothing that's currently exclusive that you're really missing out on. I don't use any of the exclusive stuff really on PlayStation.
And that PvP map with the PlayStation only one, I can safely say that's in my top 3 of like least favorite PvP maps in the game. So feel good that you didn't get to play on that.
Which one?
I can't even.
The,
I
There's
can't
two
remember
of
them all.
the year 2?
On for you too.
Oh, okay. Which are the two?
there's
Sector 618 was
That's
the
the one.
new
Fuck that
newer
one.
one.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
don't like
that
that
map
map.
sucks. It kind of sucks.
But the year 1 was, I think that was Timekeeper.
Timekeepers.
Is that what
I
it's
like
called?
Timekeepers.
Is it
Wasn't it
No.
Exodus Blue?
no, it's not Wait, no, it's that one that's like inside and it's like dark and inside it's a Cosmodrome looking map. I can't remember what the fuck
No.
it's
Here,
called.
look. Exodus Blue was a PlayStation exclusive map
Yeah.
until release of the Taken King.
Okay,
That is
there are 2 exclusive maps right now, though. Is all I'm saying.
Okay,
There are
okay.
at least there are 2 that
it's
I don't get on
Sector
Xbox that I
and
get on
something
there.
else.
Yeah, I
Sector
can't
618.
Yes, that is one, and the other one's like this inside one that's like really dark looking. It's Cosmodrome. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Somebody will know. Somebody know. Icarus.
Icarus.
This is Icarus.
That's a
But-
PlayStation.
Icarus
Yeah.
is Sector.
It's-
Okay,
it's
yeah,
that-
that's it.
a lot of it's outside, and there's lots of lanes.
Is it
Icarus
outside?
is on Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Sector
Mega was
618
thinking-
was the one that I
Yeah,
thought was the one.
Mega's
that-
thinking of
because
Sector. That's
I
the
hate
dark.
that one. I hate
Icarus
the one.
also disliked
I
quite a
hate
bit.
Icarus
Yeah.
more. So when we
agree
all
with that.
hated that, I thought that was the worst one.
When I played
But
that
yeah.
at Gamescom last year, I thought no one's gonna like this map, Icarus. No one is gonna
okay,
like this
there we
map. This is
That's
fine.
what you thought?
for
You
an
sat there and you said,
exclusive. "Yeah,
I don't like it."
I don't.
I don't
That's
like
why I
it.
don't know their names. Every single time I get one, that's what I say. I don't know their names. I just see them like, I don't like it, and I don't even
like
look
it.
at
You
their
know,
fucking
Sector
names. I'm gonna be
618 is
honest with
actually all right on with Rumble. it's that's probably like the
it?
best game mode for that map. Yeah. So
Ugh.
yeah,
Ugh.
rip. Press F.
Well,
you. Yeah. So
it really
map I-
sucks, but like it's just the nature of gaming. You know what I mean? I don't personally hold anything. I'm not like fucking Bungie, like dirty money grabbing, like dude.
Well,
no.
I'm
That's
fucking
what
sellout,
that's
all right?
Activision. All right, that's who we hate. Don't worry.
It's
They're
not
fine.
Bungie anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anywhere where you're directing your hate. Look, I understand that you're pissed off. I was pissed off about it too. I mean, it really sucks. It's just the nature of the game. It's just the nature of the gaming industry. Like, if you're trying to make the best game you can make, you need a shitload of money. And you're going to try and make deals to try and bring in more income. I mean, like, they're not just like, hey, it'll be really funny if we, like, dicked over the Xbox community.
Well,
no,
There's
they're...
actually a really good article.
like
I
that.
should link it because it does give an idea of why everything is like PlayStation based instead of, you know, no exclusives coming to Xbox. I mean, money, yeah, is going to be involved, but it's not just a case of Sony offering a fatter check than Microsoft.
sure that's not the
No,
only-
like the relationship
No,
between
no.
Microsoft and Bungie was bad. This is huge article. It's really interesting read.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise
And
me.
it was a really
if
bad,
they
and
left on certain terms.
Microsoft
and-
didn't treat them well at all. So there's no surprise that they get the.
That makes me so sad to
yeah,
hear.
there's no surprise
I
really.
don't mean to cut you off,
I should
sorry.
really link the
So
article.
sad.
I bookmarked it somewhere.
I would love to read it. Yeah, send it my way.
So, But on a more positive note, you guys are getting access to that stuff now. I think what are the two exotics? What is it? Jade Rabbit and Zen Meteor. I want to say.
Yeah,
Meteor.
those are them. Yeah.
Jade
Rabbit's
Zen Meteor's.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. The Jade Rabbit. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's my favorite high impact scout. It's the only high impact scout I can competently use, and that might be because it has a massive amount of aim assist.
Yeah, that's the only weapon. That's the only exclusive thing right now that I would say we're kind of missing out on Xbox. Is that gun?
I mean, Zen Meteor is cool. Its ability is neat, but it's not practical. It's
a
not a
sexy looking gun, though. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
That is a hot looking weapon.
It's got a good perk name.
Yeah,
Oh, what is it
dynamite with a
again?
laser beam.
Killer
That's
Queen.
it. Yeah.
Dynamite with a laser beam, baby. Giving us the
I
Queen
was still
references.
waiting for the gun that had the fat bottom girls perk on it, but nothing yet. I like
It's
it.
a little different one.
You know?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
They're probably saving that one for D2 story.
Well, yeah. I like it. Yeah.
Alongside that heavy, yeah. Dubious Folly.
Oh, it's coming finally. It's coming, baby.
It's finally coming.
Yeah. It's gonna suck. I can't wait.
Was
No one's
I
gonna
don't
use
like
it.
it,
I don't like it.
that it on the T-Wab? Was that like the everything, the
That's it.
emblems?
That was
So
basically it for
The main
TWAB.
takeaways, yeah.
Twab.
Other than the news that Destiny's going to be down most of this coming Tuesday. That's about the only other interesting thing I can think of out of there.
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all. I didn't know that.
God damn it.
But there was a few things that I wanted to bring up because we did get some more information about how certain things are going to be transitioning into Destiny 2 that I thought were important to bring up. One, we got some clarification on your character if you're transferring characters to Destiny 2. Basically, all that you're getting is your character's look, the cosmetics of it. But in a curious note, you won't be able to edit that character once you get into Destiny 2. There's no option to like re-edit your appearance. So if you made a
what do you think he's gonna
ugly character,
I mean, makes sense. Called Continuity Link. You may have heard of it. All right, we're not recasting these guys. All right, we're not
Right,
calling
right.
We're not
Continuity
calling
and
it Back to the
realism.
Future 2. All right, we're
In
not
the game.
recasting Crispin
Come on
Glover.
now.
I mean, sometimes it has happened, you know.
Yeah, it does. I get it.
But yeah, so you're not going to be able to change your appearance if you transfer your character over. Although you can, if you want, transfer your character, get the emblems and stuff for being a veteran player, and then remake a character if you're really worried about how you look.
Keep that one. I mean, keep one Guardian and then get rid of the other two when you have like too many of.
Yeah.
Have enough time. I keep my day one Warlock. I'm going to transfer that. I think he looks great. I'll get all my stuff, and then I'll get to redesign a Hunter and a Titan, and it'll be awesome.
There you go.
Nice.
Works for me.
I like it.
I like it. I like it.
I like
I like it.
I'm down.
There we go.
I'm curious
Which
if there will
character-
be a lot more. I was just saying, I'm curious if there's going to be a lot more customization options and also just all the old ones, or if it's just going to be the same, or
I bet it'll
I
be
want
the
to
same
say
set.
there has to be more, but
set.
every time we say that,
Same
it's
set.
like, oh, well, it's the second game. There has,
Because
it has to be.
they got to give the community more stuff to complain about, so they're not
Yeah,
going to
it's
give
true.
you more customization.
That's why there's no beards.
yeah, that's fine. Well, it's fine. We don't need. To
I
get into
imagine
that.
some funny scenario where they're like, "Well, we should probably add a lot more customization options, right?" And it's like, well, that's probably low priority. Why don't we focus on like making the raid as amazing as we can, or why don't we focus our efforts elsewhere? Like, let's not put in too much of the character appearance. Probably low priority. Like the game comes out, and the community's like, "Fucking Bungie doesn't care."
Where's
the
my
community with the low customization options?
That's obviously the most important thing.
Totally.
Obvi.
Something that I thought was kind of weird is Silver's not transferring over to Destiny 2.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
If you've got silver laying around, people, good news. You get to buy some Age of Triumph boxes. All right.
Spend it now because it's not transferring to Destiny 2, which I find weird because there's no nice way to say this. There's no way microtransactions aren't going to be in Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way Eververse isn't going, or some incarnation of that isn't going to be a thing in Destiny 2. This is an Activision game we're talking about. I don't know if you guys follow any of Activision's earnings, but they reported their earnings report for last year showed like a massive amount of their income came from microtransactions across all their games. Stuff like COD points, stuff like silver. it makes them way too much money. There's a 0% chance. That is something I will definitively say. There's a 0% chance that we're not getting microtransactions.
Let's just say we're positive about bad things, guys, and then maybe those won't happen.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Aren't you guys okay with it to like an extent though?
Yes.
To an extent, like cosmetic stuff. Like, yeah, I'll throw Bungie a couple bucks for like a funny new emote because like I'll support my favorite game creators and I'll buy some fun content. And like I know just how important microtransactions are to raising a shitload of money for the company that I enjoy that makes the games that I play. But I mean, like, as long as they're not going fucking crazy overboard with the microtransactions, like
Buy the yellow
yeah, like
I mean,
$25.99.
I don't know.
If you've played more than 4 games in your life, you can sort of distinguish between a game that does it tastefully and a game that does it where it's like, wow, I really actually don't like playing this game without that stuff. Or like, it's so in my face. There's mini ads all over the place in the menus. We all know, and like, it can be done right. And if you really get mad, it's just like, self-control is an important thing, and you learn to when you grow up you only have so much money, and money is not infinite. And even though your PlayStation's connected to the internet and there's no dollar bills being fed into the thing, all stuff costs a lot of stuff, and it's very I'd love to just spend a few bucks for like doing that guitar emote. I thought that was awesome, and it's just like I'll spend 4 times that at the bar tonight, and I won't even. I'll be like, "Wow, this drink sucked," and then it's gone forever.
Dropped way more money than I did on Destiny emotes, and I mean, I don't have a problem with the way Destiny has done microtransactions thus far, because they're absolutely. Pretty much all, it's all cosmetic. You can get armor and stuff, but you know, armor is mostly cosmetic and whatnot anyway. And so, I never really had much of a problem with the way Bungie handled microtransactions in the game. And you know, if they wanna put in a microtransaction shop that has a bunch of exclusive emotes, I'm cool with that. I bought the Michael Jackson Thriller dance, worth every penny. It was worth every penny. And I got to see it in a bunch of Megas videos, so worth every penny.
Nice. I've never regretted the purchase of an emote in my life. My only complaint with microtransactions in all of Destiny is the fact that they swapped out everything in the Eververse trading company for these stupid Age of Triumph boxes, which means if I had excess silver sitting in there waiting to buy more emotes, all of a sudden it was worth drastically less. They lowered the real market value of my silver for me, like immediately. I'm like, okay, now it's been randomized to a bunch of shit I don't want. That sucks. I would have spent it had I known that it was all going away. So that's my only complaint. But if that's my only one, that's not that bad for microtransactions. I should have just burnt it a little bit faster, baby. Burnt that cash a little bit quicker. Yeah. I think it'll be fine in D2, especially with how awesome the new emotes are looking already, just the stock ones. I'm pretty excited for more emote purchases. The
warlock that did the breakdance, did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
That's so sick. It's so cool. I'm already in.
I can't wait for the video of somebody like dodging somebody's shot because they go into the breakdance emote and then they move into a quick
scope. It needs to be an actual Matrix emote because you can do like supernatural stuff. There's no physics.
And
just like lean all the way back. People would just be spamming that in trials all the time.
Just imagine like you're running out and somebody's like, no, he's hard scoping, and then you just and the bullet goes over you. It's so awesome.
It'd be funny too if you do go really slow.
Yes.
You're just
that'd be great.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, but maybe don't spend all your money on silver right now.
Don't spend any of your money on silver right now.
Don't zero.
Don't do it.
Zero it out. None of it.
Save your money for your silver in D2.
Whatever they're going to use for that,
Yeah, I do think that, you know, I don't expect any drastic change, but the more we can sort of just get what we want out of a box as opposed to just a 0.3% chance. I mean, you look at Overwatch announcing that they're drastically reducing the duplicates, and I'm just like, that is what people want to see. People want to buy the damn loot boxes. It's not the fact that you can spend money. It's just that they want them to feel good when you open them. And when you buy 10 and you open 10 and they have two blues and whites,
thing.
and then you get one of the duplicate. You're like, nah, that wasn't worth it.
It's good for everybody.
People have
'cause
that.
you're more
I got another
affordable.
Bastion voice line, guys. Hey.
A lot of people have that formula where the stuff that I mean, it's casino tactics. It's the whole thing about RNG with these bought things like that. You know, the duplicate rates are insanely high, and they were insanely high for Destiny stuff as well, especially when Eververse first came out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, you didn't really get much for your money, and I think that's why they changed them. Is because they're not probably shifting as much as they'd like to shift, but it's good to see things change like that.
Yeah, I think another important thing that Destiny eventually did and didn't have originally was the kiosks that sort of keep track of all those things, because that just means you don't, like, the game can sort of not, you know, give you duplicates, and I think that's important. But if you just imagine if your odds never, ever, ever, ever slimmed, even so slightly, like, you wouldn't try, you wouldn't play those odds. So at least there's been ways for you to use everything you have. Maybe you opened a loot box and you're like, oh, I got thumbs up, and like, I really don't want that right now. I want the new exotic ornament, and you're like, that's what I really want. But then, hey, you can still go back and go, what emotes do I have? Ooh, thumbs up, and you can use that. So it's like there's been upgrades, and there's been important changes.
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, you know, I certainly hope that's a thing in Destiny 2, bringing back the kiosk system for because I'm assuming ships and sparrows and all that are returning along with shaders and emblems. And the kiosk system was really a brilliant way for them to handle space, because people used to store that stuff in their vault, and and kind of cutting down, like you said, on the duplicates. Once you have it in your system, you're not going to get the same shader, you're not going to get the same emote, you're not going to get the same ship or the same sparrow. And yeah, I really hope that's a system that returns in D2.
And
Yeah, we shall see.
We shall see.
as there some questions, would you like to answer some questions? Would you like to answer the questions?
Love.
I've got one straight away here from
He's got
a
one.
gentleman. I am dark. It could actually be non-gender specific. I am Darkness25. What characters are you all at PD going to start with? Destiny 2. Mega, start the ball rolling.
Sentinel, I think. I'm thinking Sentinel. It's the way to go for me. I'm going Titan.
Hey.
That's right. I'll bring over my lady, lady Awoken Titan. And I will, for those listening at home, Link is wearing his Captain America shirt. He's with me.
Correct.
I would say that I have to make a hunter for my YouTube stuff, but the beauty is my character, my hunter, wears literally the stock beginning armor because he's a rookie. So I don't have to have any good gear. I can just create a character the day we start filming and I'm set. So it's really not an issue.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love it.
What about Bones? What are you gonna do, Bones?
I am probably gonna be on the Warlock. I'm very eager to see what the second class is, subclass, but I'll be probably Dawnblade to get the new hotness. But my Warlock is the only character I have from day one. Still really love him. It's designed well. It's not even one where I just put up with a bad design that I regret. He really does look cool. I was like, I nailed that one first day.
It was a self-portrait, so you know it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know. But yeah, I mean, I was saying last week or after E3 that like the Arcblade really does, or Arc Strider really does appeal to me in terms of play style. I could definitely see myself spending a lot of time there, but I'll start with Warlock. We'll get a little bit of everything.
Not a bad way to start. I've got a question for you, Bones, after we finish answering this one. But me personally, I mean, Dawnblade looks super cool. Sunsinger was my favorite class in Destiny in year one. It was the one I loved to run around with. And God, it's just kind of hard to not want to roll Dawnblade with them revamping, because that's essentially what happened to the Sunsinger class. They revamped it to make it more offensive, to basically give a super that promotes usage rather than holding on to it. Luke Smith had an interview where he spoke about that. That's pretty much the big reason they got rid of that class, because it kind of broke their PvE balance and encourage people to hold on to their super rather than be active with it and use it. And man, did they do a good job of revamping Sunsinger into the Dawnblade. It just looks too cool. And plus the whole rift thing that I'm really interested in seeing how that's going to work across all 3 of the Warlock subclasses. It's just, too cool. Too cool. Fallout. How about you, man?
It's going to be Warlock for me. That was the class that felt the best to me at the D2 reveal. It just felt really smooth. I liked everything about it. I've been playing a shitload of Warlock in Destiny for the past year because, like, on paper, they're a fucking really effective class. And
they are.
You know, I think that's the class that I'm going to bring over my character from D1 because I have a human male hunter, I have a male exo titan, and a awoken female warlock. And I think she's fucking cool. I like her character design. Bringing her on over to D2, I think it's going to be great.
There you go.
Story, what about
Same,
you?
man. I mean, I've been looking at all this Arc Strider business, and I'm kind of liking that poll, but I am a warlock at heart. That's the origin.
Liking that poll.
You're alone, Mega.
Bit on you all right?
I have, like, my day one warlock was actually a male exo warlock, but I deleted all my characters, like, at the beginning of the year and had a character refresh just for something to do. And I'd always had my eye on an awoken female, and she's fire. And I think she's coming through to Destiny 2.
Girl fire.
For sure. And then I'll create a new hunter and a new titan. I'm going to have all 3 because, you know, you got to be able
Obviously.
to... You know,
Obviously,
like, it's like a
I think
Neapolitan
Hunter-
ice cream. You know, you got to taste every bit. So
Exactly. Hunter will be second for me, but I watched Wishuluk had an interesting point he made in one of his videos where he talked about the raid is going to be a big deal early on in D2, and Arc Strider looks like a ton of fun, but that's not going to be probably a useful thing in a raid.
I
to
watched that
have
video.
necessarily.
Yeah.
And so
Possibly
it's
true,
interesting, like, if you're thinking ahead about getting raid groups together, having something other than an Arc Strider could be important for that.
Yeah.
For that purpose right there, because Arc Strider looks very...
Don't be a one-trick
PvP,
pony
you
if
know?
you want to be you're getting all your loot from the raid. Like,
Whereas a Sentinel, a Defender Titan, can be useful always everywhere, clearly. So, you know, yes, that's all I'm saying. You
What
know?
if there's a part in the raid where you have to fight waves of low-level minions
Bitch,
and
I
they're
will
all
throw
weak
my
to arc
shield.
damage,
I will
motherfucker?
throw my
What happens
shield
then,
at their
baby?
punk asses, or I'll bust out.
Bounce it off.
I'll bust out my elemental gun. You know, I'll put away my kinetic. I'll pull out my elemental, and I'll have it be arc, and I'll just waste them. All right,
I just
I'll get out my
DDoS
SMG.
all of them.
I'll pull out my risk runner. I'll pull out my risk runner and
shreds.
let one of them hit me, and I'll just go. I'll go to town, bitch. We already got the meta. We got that meta.
There you go. Got it.
Got it.
I'm pulling the Ethernet cord out on all of those son of bitches.
There it is. There it is.
That's right. It won't work anymore. It's Bungie servers are hosts now. Not you anymore. You can't pull that Crota cheese in Destiny 2.
I wouldn't even try that shit anyway. I'm surprised who figured that out in the first. Quick, pull the thing out and win. Woo! You know, like, who figured
I don't
that
know,
out?
just
Disc like kicked their PS4 who was hosting it, and then the other 5 people are like, "This is awesome,
No,
we win."
it was a cat or a dog that's around the back of it with the Ethernet cord hanging out. And it's like, oh my god, we just won.
It was definitely like a eureka moment, some sort of serendipitous thing. It had to be. I can just see it. Like, wait, what? Huh? Putting the pieces
we
together.
should do that again.
Yes.
Yeah. But all right, so Bones, last week we spoke a little bit about this, and you weren't here, so we didn't get a chance to ask you about it. So we talked a bit about what the Void Warlock subclass would be. And I made the mention that all the supers that we've seen thus far in Destiny 2 are roaming, including Striker, which now has a roaming feature where you get 3 slams. What do you think, if it's coming back? We know we're going to be getting a Void Warlock class, but what do you think the Void Walker super would be? I said maybe you get a 3-shot Nova Bomb. 1, 2, 3.
I'd like to point out something real quick from an interview with Luke Smith where he pointed, or maybe it wasn't Luke Smith, it was somebody else, but it was a PC Gamer interview where somebody brought that question up, and he said that we shouldn't expect that that they're reworking all subclasses to be the same kind of thing. He specifically touched on the fact that they might not all be roaming, or that we shouldn't get too locked into that idea. I'm just saying that real quick.
Good, let's
and now
see it.
Bones can answer this question just for hypothetical sake.
Yeah, I know the article you're talking about. It definitely kind of like threw off my theory about like well, hold on, maybe it isn't, but I just don't see it functioning and being all that viable. It's like, why choose the super that can't string together kills? Like, sure, you can get a multi-kill if everyone's standing in one spot, but you can do that pretty easily with a flying sword of fire too, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like none of the roaming supers can't easily wipe a room. But I don't know. I think it could have multiple things. My theory was that maybe Voidwalkers would be able to blink only during super, and they might kind of carry on the ionic blink, not necessarily the pure jump, but perhaps giving them some sort of evasiveness. And I don't know. Maybe it could just be one final blast. I could picture them. You pop your super. Now you have the ability to blink a couple times in quick succession, so you can kind of blink through, get into the room that's being heavily guarded, and then drop your bomb there, or something like that. And maybe it is one final launch if you don't time it right.
Oh man, like a chained up ionic blink. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
ninja your way in all of a sudden, just
yeah. So like,
boom.
Yeah, so maybe your attack is one big Nova bomb, but you have more approach options rather than like, I need to jump up in the air right over these guys to drop it. Because sometimes, I mean, you go for those big ones where you're in 6v6 and you try to attack the enemy heavy, and all 5 of them just look up and just like gun you down, and you're like, well, shit, I wanted to, I had it, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping we see something fun. I hope that class is as appealing and fun and new and interesting as some of the other ones. I don't think, it doesn't look like the Gunslinger super changed all that much. Yeah. So I imagine there might be a similar, just sort of simple tweak to it, as opposed to the full rework that Striker got. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's good.
Me too.
New video on YouTube tomorrow. Crucible Radio Bones details confirmed. Details of Voidwalker skill tree.
Brand new Rova bomb.
Well put. I'm hoping for cool things as well from the other.
I'm also just like, until they say no, it's my last little hope that we'll have some element of blink in there. Like that's the only only opportunity before it's gone and sucked away forever into the void.
I
want to blink.
I did see a question that I'd like to ask really quickly.
Do it.
Which was how we're playing right now. Are we playing the way that we think the D2 meta will be to prepare, or are we playing the current D1 meta? Which is a question a lot of people, I feel like, bring up, like, you should not use skate because you're not going to be able to use that in the next game or whatever. Like, people have said things like that. Personally, I am a person who's played a lot of video games in my life. So it's like, I've picked up tons of new games. I've adapted to tons of new video games. It doesn't take that long to adapt to them. And I don't think you can really prepare for one in another that easily.
No, exactly.
So I'm just playing Destiny 1. And when Destiny 2 comes out, maybe there's some guy who's been training his ass off who will get that like 1.5 day advantage before everybody else acclimates to Destiny 2. Like, if you're good,
1.5 days, you're being generous.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not good, but like, you guys are good. Like Bones and Fallout, and story's not, but you guys are good. So it's like, you're good at shooters in general. It's not like you're gonna suddenly, if you don't practice for D2, you're gonna get in there and you're gonna be like, how do I play this? And you're not gonna adapt to the game.
Played the D2 meta 3 months in advance.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not gonna take you that. You're good at games. You'll be good. Yeah.
It's also a change that just keeps everyone on it. Like, it just evens everyone out, like, by the very nature of the change. So it's not like you can super be like, wow, I'm so good now that I haven't been using controlled glide in Destiny 1. It's just like, no, you've just been playing on that level. Yeah. And now everyone is. And so, like, you're mentally prepared for it, but like, it's not like everyone else is like trying to skate at you and comes up short and they're like, no, and then you shoot them easily because like, they're not stupid all of a sudden. So it's not. Yeah.
If you want to play D1 PvP and practice like what you might consider to be the fundamentals, which will transfer over to D2, then by all means work on that. But like, don't think that by not working on it now that you'll be like behind everyone or like fucked up. You'll be fine. And furthermore, don't expect your enemies to do that as well. Okay, the D1 meta is gonna be the D1 meta until D2 comes out. Okay, Someone was tweeting at me the other day. They were like, well, Fallout, what are you going to do, huh? If like Stormcaller gets nerfed, what are you going to do then? What are you going to use? Not Stormcaller? Like, I don't... You think you got me in some like massive trap? I'm like, oh shit! What am I going to do?
My class!
I'm just not going to play it. Like, the D2 meta will be different and new, and then you can just learn the ins and outs of that game when the game comes out.
It's something I've never really understood about the reluctance to meta. It's like, what is a meta? Well, it's one of the most effective or successful ways of playing a game. So that's what a meta is. It's the
game
one of the
within
best.
game.
There's like a selection of the best or most effective formulas to get stuff done. That's all that it is, you know. And so they develop and they emerge, and you know it happens with every game. So. You people figure them out. We figured out the Destiny one. We figured out previous games before that. You know, every game has them. We'll figure it out again. And people will make videos on it and title epic and insane and awesome. And we'll watch them and click the like button and we'll learn all the new stuff.
As long as they tell me to
And
click
we'll
the like
subscribe
button.
and follow and
This
and all
new
that
SMG
shit.
will make you shit your
This
pants in
new-
excitement.
No, dude, it's just gonna be new primary D2 insane, and then in the thumbnail it's gonna be a silhouette of the gun. So what is the gun? I don't know what it is. I can't tell from the thumbnail. I have to click the video.
Yeah.
Need to know.
And the first
need to
10 seconds
know.
is talking about some promos and stuff and clicking like buttons and everything like that. And then
Gift
5
cards,
minutes
man.
later, you find out what it was, and then it was actually
Yeah,
a
and
Destiny
it's a-
1 image. And because D2's not out yet, and you've been
it was
had.
just like, yeah, this was in a trailer. Who knows what it does?
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay,
Wait,
This gun is going to set the meta. Yeah,
Everything we know about this. Nothing yet, but that's it.
nothing yet.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I'm waiting for that.
I don't like
top 10 best guns to use in Destiny 2. I'm waiting for it.
yeah. Fallout.
Get to work,
Can't wait.
Fallout.
Don't worry.
Get to work.
I'll make sure that like 3 of the guns don't belong in the list. A couple
Yeah.
people on the comments telling me to kill myself. We'll be fine. How are we doing for the podcast, boys? Is it
Fallout.
about
You know
that
what?
time?
I have another idea.
Tell me
Before we
everything.
go,
Okay.
you should do 10 best weapons to use in D2 and just make up names to guns.
And then
Literally
put in
just-
pictures of like
Yeah.
weapons from other games, like number 2, the BFG 9000.
There you go.
Like just totally something just like aluminium, and he'd be like, I gotta get that. Where is that? Where do you get it? And everyone's just losing their minds, and you just made up 10 guns that sound like Destiny gun names. and
New
they're just like,
exotic
oh
staff, the
my
Stumble
God.
Gumble.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
If you're listening to this podcast,
I can give you the
don't tell
thumbnail
anyone.
for it. Yeah, this is
Keep
on a
the
green
secret.
screen, so you can chroma key this. There you go. Confirmed.
The
New
actual
power
teacup
weapon in
Tempest.
D2.
The flavor text for that is when I get all steamed up, hear me shout. That's
Hear
all I'm
me
saying
shout.
for that.
Oh
deep
my
cut.
god, Mega, fucking hit it, buddy, hit it right there.
I don't know where you're at. This one there.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I like it.
I don't like
That'll
it.
be the first comment. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
All right.
I like it.
Oh my god. Oh jeepers. We need Destiny.
I hope the
2.
YouTube comments for this episode is just everyone saying, I don't like it.
Please, please, if you didn't like this episode, like, comment,
don't like
and
it.
subscribe and say, I don't
Like,
like it.
comment,
All right?
subscribe.
Tell us.
Hit the notification bell. Comment. I don't like it.
Yeah. Link, take us away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Planet Destiny podcast, episode 124, subtitled I Don't Like It. We are still about 3 weeks away from the Destiny 2 beta. Remember, that is going to be starting off on July 18th if you're on PlayStation, July 19th if you are on Xbox One, going on until the 23rd. I don't know how we're going to survive until we get there, but keep tuning in. We'll find out. Before we get on out of here, we're going to let you guys know where you can find us all across the internet and what we've got going on. Mr. Storymo Forsheen, where you at, buddy?
You can find me at Twitch/me. It's spelled there. That's
Yes.
me. And I'm going to be streaming some Overwatch this week because I've got the Overwatch addiction. And I might even start my
yeah.
comp placements on PC soon as well. So Tune in for that shenanigans.
He'll be
It's all-
insta-locking Hanzo every match. All right.
Every single game.
I'm not a fan. No, man. It's Soldier and Genji and Tracer, a bit of Diva as well. I look at a lot of heroes, but I avoid the snipery types.
Yeah,
they're fun to play. They're really good fun to play. But like, if you want to win, you have
to be so effective.
Yeah, like you literally,
isolating.
even the top 500 players seem to struggle with Hanzo and Widowmaker. But yeah, there you go. You can find me there. Bones, where can we find yourselves?
You can find me at Crucible Radio. Go listen. It's another Destiny podcast. Or on Twitter at Bones_CR, where I might have given up on that long list of things about me. I don't know. I'll pick it up again sometime. I got to like 105 and felt like I was insane for talking about myself for this long, but we'll see. Other top tier memes all the time, clearly. Fallout, where can they find you?
You can find me Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Fallout Plays. Very simple. All the same thing. I am this close to hitting 50,000 on YouTube. That's going to be fun. So please check me out there. It'll be fucking fresh. And I got a new streaming schedule coming out. I will be streaming 5 days a week. So that'll be fun. Follow me on Twitch and take notes and watch as I slowly lose my mind. That new schedule. Mega, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Mega Magwitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/husky_raid, where I stream every weekday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we're releasing Destiny Cops episodes, my Machinima series from YouTube, on Twitch early every Monday
fantastic.
night. Yes. Stream starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Episodes go up at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week's a special week because we have a guest star, a little person you may have heard of, whose name is my name is Bife. All right, he's a fancy lore man, and he's in this next episode. So you're gonna want to be there, people. All right, and you can go to just search Husky Raid, and you'll find us wherever the hell else. I don't care. Just come to the Twitch. That's where.
Come watch.
I dyed my beard pink for it, people. You get those followers up. Who knows what I'll do next? All right, I need love.
More
TVA,
things
where
with
can we
peroxide.
find you? Yes.
I like it. Well, you guys know me. My name is The Black Link, and you can find me all across the internet at The Black Link. Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all one word, The Black Link. I'm pretty easy to find. This week we got our live streams. Not going to be streaming, at least not streaming Destiny on Tuesday, because hey, Destiny's going to be dead on Tuesday doing maintenance. But my usual schedule is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from about 11 a.m. Eastern time to 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time. Other than that, we've got our raid carries and PvP goodness going on. Actually, one of the people we pulled through a raid this week was here in the chat tonight. I am Darkness25. Shout out, buddy. We pulled him through his very first Wrath of the Machine run, and it was a good time. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it right now officially. I'm sorry, Darkness. I messed up. We were taking him through Wrath, and we were getting his monitors, and we got to Axis, and things got super duper laggy. So without thinking, I said, let's just reset the encounter. I took us to orbit and then dropped back in. So we lost his monitor progress, and I feel so bad because I screwed things. I'm sorry, man. I did it to you, and I am so sorry I screwed that up for you. My
shit
bad.
happens. Shit happens.
I'll get you back, buddy. But right on, that is it for episode 124 of the Planet Destiny podcast. The fifth greatest Planet Destiny podcast in existence. We'll catch you guys next week.